So when next you hear Victoria Island, don't think it was named Victoria because it is glamorous. No, it is a symbol of conquest. You were conquered. That's why they named it after their queen. Queen Victoria was the queen of England. I told you Nigeria was sold for £865,000. I told you that George Goldie sold the Royal Niger Company, the administrative trading right of the Royal Niger Company, to the British Empire in 1899 to 1900. Some of you argued. Now I have went to Lagos and I came back with so many historical figures. You see, when I went to Lagos, I told you, immediately I dropped in the street of Ikoyi. The first thing I saw was this, a street dedicated to Lugard. That is very symbolic. I told you I went to Victoria Island. A friend of mine took me to Victoria Island. And when I got to Victoria Island, I gave 2 minutes silence. And my friend was like, Town Crier, why are you not talking for the past 2 minutes? I said, I am paying respect to the people who were pied in this place. He said, no, Town Crier, this is not the place where people were pied. People were pied in Lekki. Let's take you to Lekki Toll Gate. I said, no. People who were pied in Lekki Toll Gate were symbolic. But they are not up to the people who were pied in Victoria Island. They said, Town Crier, what are you talking about? You have come again. I said, no, relax, let me explain. Let me calm down and teach you. Why do you think Victoria Island is called Victoria Island? You think it's because they want to call it Victoria Island? No! It is because it is owned by the British. Let me take you into history to teach you why Victoria Island is called Victoria Island. Pay attention. You see, why do you think that Lagos became a British colony as early as 1861? Why? I'm coming to teach you. You see, when slave trade was abolished in 1807, the British still believed that slavery was still being sold and traded in Lagos. So they came to Lagos and told us in history that they want to abolish slave trade totally in Lagos slave port. But we knew what they wanted. They wanted to control the Lagos port. They came, but the Oba of Lagos at that point, who was called Oba Kosoko, told them that Lagos is not for sale. They say he was pioneering slave trade. You know what happened? In 1851, Britain sent 4 warships in Lagos. 4 warships in Lagos. That is what you know today as Lagos bombardment. Go and research Lagos bombardment. Britain sent 4 warships. Let me name the 4 ships for you. The first ship is called the Water Witch.